to talk to Gage.
I've already recorded this video once and I thought it was trash and horrible, and I felt like I didn't put my personal voice into it, and that's what I gotta do. I was having a hard time, so I'm standing up now because I couldn't record it before. I did horrible. I just want to share my thoughts on this game, because when I first made this video, it was really just generic me saying like, game good, I like that, that's good, play game. And instead, I really want to put my own personal story into it. I want to make it me. What do I think about it? What's my personal story related to this game? And that's what I want to do with this video. So if you wouldn't mind, please hit that like button if you liked it. What am I doing? If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you don't, I just leave. Please don't leave. Be sure to engage that subscribe button down below. But let's get into this. Let's just talk about this game. So I was drawn to Mass Effect more recently because I really wanted to play a game with a good story. I really have been going back and playing older games that have been out for a while, because games are $70 now. Let's be honest, that's kind of expensive. So instead I decided that I would go back and start playing older games, play games I haven't really touched before that I've always wanted to try or have been interested in. And that's what got me started on Mass Effect, because growing up, I always heard how awesome these games were, and I was always somewhat interested. And that's what led to me eventually getting it more recently. I picked it up and I couldn't put it down. These games for me, they sucked me in. I was so invested in the world, in the story, the characters. It really was awesome. And I must say, I've never experienced something quite like Mass Effect. How many games, let me ask you, how many games have you played that let you carry over your save file from each game, where the decisions matter in each one? When can you do that? There's nothing like that. There's nothing. People don't make games like they used to. They really don't. But BioWare did. They made this game, and it is absolutely phenomenal. My mind's blown, because literally, I started out, when I first started, I was like, all right, let's do it. I'm ready. Awesome story. And I instantly kind of regretted it. What I mean is that when I first started playing the game, I was like, all right, this is cool, but I'm lost. I got lost playing when it drops you in the Citadel in the first game, and I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know where I was going, and I kind of felt like this wasn't going to be for me. I was like, yeah, I don't know about this. This is combat's whatever, it's not that great, and I'm getting lost, and it's kind of things I don't like in games. Y'all know me, I like immersion. All of that just slowly drifted away, because as I progressed in the first game, I just became so much more invested, because for me, the selling point of these games isn't so much playing them as it is experiencing them. Because this game is a third person, in-cover shooter with RPG. It is an RPG. I wouldn't say RPG mechanics, but it really is an RPG. But for me, that was just like a little addition, a little sprinkle, little, what am I doing? It was a little addition. But really, for me, it was the writing, the storylines, the characters. That is what carried this game for me and had me invested from start to end, and I could not put it down. So that is what makes these games so incredible to me, because legitimately in the second game, Shepard got with Tally and they were like dating or whatever, and then the third game they would literally, and she also survived. Let me also say that, because characters can die in these games and then they'll just not come back. So like Rex in the first game, he stayed alive, made it to the second one. He was a tribe leader, and I was like, sweet, that's awesome. And then there was the genophage, something that has been plaguing the Krogan people to keep down their population and all that. we cured it in the third one because we kept some research from the second one, which helped in the third one. That was insane. Going back to Tally, sorry, I got a little sidetracked there. She mentions her dialogue changes some. Some of her interactions are different off the bat in the third game because she and Shepard were a thing together in the previous one. And that blew my mind. That was absolutely insane to me. That was so crazy that it really mattered what we did in each of the games. For those of you who have never played these games before, I think that it's worth playing. And even if you're like me and you're like not really into RPGs that much, or at least like American RPGs, I'm more of a JRPG kind of guy, I would say still consider giving this game a shot because there's just so many things to enjoy and like about it. You know, and there's ways to interact with it. It really almost feels like an interactive book, you know, because books usually are way more complex and deep with like their stories that, you know, can be written because you can think about every single aspect of a world and you can really flesh it out. This is kind of like that. It's like the more you dig into it, you know, the game just keeps giving back, you know, the depth of its world building and its lore, and it's just so fascinating. So I would say give it a shot. Like if you like stories in your games, I would say this is definitely worth a shot. Like I was saying with, you know, Tally, like there was a moment in the story where I literally, it was optional for, you know, she was grieving over something, which I'm not going to spoil it here, but she was grieving over something. And I just like, I chose to have Shepard give her like a hug and comfort her. And that was really cool.
Hey, come here.
And, you know, it's things like that that just really set this game apart from other experiences. There's just nothing quite like it. And I've never experienced something that has just so much amazing detail about it, you know? And it was really incredible. It's one of those quintessential collections, the Legendary Edition is, to have in your video game collection. Those are my thoughts. This video has been so hard to make, let me tell you, because the more I sit here trying to think of points to bring up in this video, share with all of you, the more I'm struggling because I'm remembering stuff and I'm just like not sure what to actually add or say because I know I'm not going to do it justice. If you like complex worlds, deep characters, deep story, it makes you think, good game, this is for you. This is something that you should totally give a try. Just play it. Just play it. Yeah, so I know this video has probably been weird and different from my normal stuff. I don't know how long or short. It's going to be so short. And I'll even go as far as to say that this game is the greatest video game trilogy I have ever played. But those are kind of my thoughts. Just quick points I wanted to make. This video is super bare bones. I'm really sorry. I've been struggling to know what to talk about because I don't want to spoil stuff, but I also do want to mention some things that, you know, my personal experiences with this game. Brain is not working today. But gosh darn, please. If you think it's something that you would enjoy, I'd say give it a shot. But with all that being said, I will see you all in the next video. God bless.
Christian Bible, the Gospel of Mark, chapter 5, verse 9.